This is the Naenka Runner Diver Bone Conduction Headphones. Let's take it out of the box. In the box, you get the instruction manual. They give you earplugs. We'll talk more about that in a moment. USB cable for charging and for data. And you get the headphones themselves. Why for data? Because these have 16 gigabytes of onboard storage. So you can take your MP3s and using the USB cable, copy them to the headset itself, and it'll play directly. You don't need your phone or any other gadget in order to play. It can play it directly. I find that is a phenomenal thing. When you have the ability to play right on board and don't need anything else with you, you don't have to take your phone, be bothered with that, get texts in the middle of a run or anything like that. It's great. You're just in your own zone and can concentrate on the exercise that you are performing. The cable is magnetically connected. It just drops on like that and you're connected and ready to go. Let me take that off for a moment. You have buttons over here to control it. So you can do your, previous song, next song, volume up, volume down, stuff like that. And of course, it is Bluetooth as well. So it'll interface with your phone. So if you did want to take calls with it, you most certainly can do that. So let's talk about bone conduction headphones, what they are, what they can do for you. Well, they're fantastic. I've used bone conduction headphones for some time now, and I much prefer them over earbuds. Now, earbuds, as you know, go in your ear. And while typically people don't share those, there is the possibility of transmitting infections that way. The stuff that comes out of your ears, it gets on them and you pull them out and go, ooh, and you got to wipe that off. These don't work that way because they don't go in your ear at all. Instead, these here are transducers, and they sit just in front of your ear when you're wearing it. I'm going to demonstrate that to you in a bit. And what that does is it vibrates the bones inside your ear to produce the sound. It's exactly the same thing as what happens with a regular pair of earbuds, but instead of the sound pressure, the sound waves coming in and vibrating everything in there, this vibrates the bones directly. And by doing so, you still have your ears available to hear what's around you. So that means if you're out walking, jogging, running, any of that stuff in your neighborhood, and there's a cross street that you're crossing, you can hear a car come up to you while your music is playing. So it kind of gives you your own background music, if you will, which is a really nice effect. Now, of course, if you don't want that, that's what the earplugs are for. So you can always put those in and block out the outside sound as such. Another thing is these are IPX8 waterproof, completely waterproof. So they can get wet. Now, as with anything that is completely waterproof, it's best never to test that. Now, if you're out in a rainstorm or you're sweating from exercising, that's not going to bother it at all. But, don't go taking this and plunging it in your pool or something like that. It can be done. It's rated for it, but it's best never to test that just to avoid any potential complications. So I just want to show you how these go on here. You have a hook as such that goes over your ear, and the little transducers there, they are going to end up sitting right about here, just in front of your ear. So let me go ahead and put them on. You just hook the loops here over your ears. So it goes around back and right on like that. They're very comfortable. They're not even noticeable. And you'll notice how it just sits kind of right there in front of the ear. I can still perfectly hear myself speak, so you don't get that headphone syndrome where if you've ever worn headphones and somebody's trying to talk to you and you try to talk back you get kind of confused because you're hearing not yourself speak. You don't have that. Like I said, with this, you have your own background music. As a matter of fact, I have music playing right now, and it's not even interfering with anything because I can still hear what's going on around me. I'll take them off here. I have the volume pretty low, but maybe you can just hear a little bit if I go right up. So that should give you an idea. And they go right back on just like that. Sound quality is very good. Now, this cannot ever produce the same sort of soundstage that you can get out of regular earbuds or in a totally different league over-the-ear headphones like that. It can't produce that. But what it can produce is a fairly nice soundstage with decent highs, decent bass all around, and you can still hear what's going on around you. Fantastic all around. Now I'm going to give you a sound sample of these bone conduction headphones. Problem with that is a microphone on a camera is not the same as the human ear and its complex inner structure. Therefore, the sound that you're going to hear is not representational of the actual soundstage that these can produce. The best that I can do for you is put the transducers very close to the microphone on the camera and let you hear what that sounds like. So again, this is not representational. It is just for demonstration purposes only. For me, one of the greatest things is, again, the onboard storage, where you don't have to take your device with you in order to play your music. It all goes right on the headphones. Now, some people out there have a very, very expansive music collection, and you might be saying, well, 16 gig isn't nearly enough for my collection. What do I do? Is there a way to upgrade it? The answer is no, but you don't want that. And the reason I say that is, if you're going to be using this for exercising, let's say you go for a morning jog, you want some nice, invigorating music. I guarantee that in your collection, you'll have some slower songs that really are not conducive to doing exercise with. And then you're going to be futzing with the buttons to go to the next song, the next song, the next song, the next song, until you get one you like. So create yourself a nice running playlist or jogging playlist or exercising, anything like that, and stick with that if you have that vast of a music collection. But all around, these sound great, they work great, waterproof. For me, more than enough storage for what I need, and all around fantastic, especially with the fact that you can still hear what's going on around you. So once again, this was the Naenka Runner Diver Bone Conduction Headphones. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description to Naenka's website where you can find this item available for sale. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.